Okay, last time you had just met Mom. You were talking about that. And talking about
I met her at church.
At church. Which church was that, and exactly where was it located?
First Reformed Church was on East Market Street.
On East Market Street.
Angle
I don't know.
Avenue and Market Street.
Is it still there, the First Reformed Church?
Yeah, they don't call it that anymore. That church united with a couple other churches, and they call it something evangelical. Or something.
I see.
So it's not a First Reformed anymore.
How did you end up going there? I mean, in the first place?
Home.
Yeah.
We belonged to the Reformed Church.
I see. So it was a...
Yeah.
So
when I came down here, I thought, well, I'll hunt up a Reformed church. I tried a few others, and even went to a Catholic church once with a fellow, and so then I thought, well, okay, I'll try the Reformed, and so I liked it. Of course, I met Mom right away.
Okay. I asked you last time, but I want to be a little clear about it. When you and Mom went on dates, I mean, did you go on dates in the first place?
Yeah.
Where did you go? What kind of things did you do?
Well, we'll go down to the show, go down...
To movies?
Yeah.
Where would the movies be located? You were in Goodyear Heights and the Market Street area and around Goodyear, near Goodyear is where Mom lived, near there. So.
Yeah, there was one right there at, what do they call that one? Right on Goodyear Avenue, just around the corner from Market Street. On there was a theater. I forgot what they called that. We go there, or we get on the...
Oh, you mean where the Goodyear Theater is?
Well, right across...
Right across the street.
Right across
there was a theater there.
And we'd go there, or we'd get on the streetcar and go downtown.
Yeah. What was downtown like then? What was down there? Polsky's? O'Neill's? Were they there?
Yeah, all of those.
Woolworths?
Oh, yeah.
Kresge's?
I don't know about a Kresge's. Woolworths. And
jewelry stores and all kinds of things.
The theaters at that time, the
Palace,
Theater.
the Lowe's,
Colonial.
Colonial. Did you ever go to the Colonial Theater?
Yeah, Colonial.
Did you ever go to stage shows there? The Colonial Theater used to have stage acts come in.
Went to everything,
What kind of things did you see? Do you remember any particular act? I mean, did you see big bands? Did you see any big bands?
I don't remember big bands.
Plays. Did you see any plays?
Yeah, some plays. I don't remember what ones now, but yeah. But the Palace Theater used to be a big one. They'd have the big shows.
Right.
You go to the Palace, and then our folks on Sunday or something, they'd go out for a picnic. We go out.
Where would you go? Where would you go picnicking?
Oh,
Goodyear Heights.
Out to the lakes. Lakes, I remember one day we went out there and we're fishing. I remember fishing. And so on. Yeah, things like that.
Their life compared with your life in Fremont. Okay, your life in Akron compared with your life in Fremont. What was the main difference?
Well, I don't even know what to say.
Well, was Akron a different world for you?
Well, of course, it was a much bigger city.
Right.
Fremont was only about 14,000, maybe 14,000 at that time. And Akron was
250,000 or something like that. Right.
So it was quite different.
Right.
But,
so it was different.
A lot more places to go. And
Did you do any hunting at first when you met Harry and you were here? I mean, I know later on you did, but I mean, when you first came here and you just met Harry, did you do any hunting with him at that point or anything?
Not at that point. I always went up to Fremont.
Yeah.
Do you remember going up to Fremont to hunt? When I would go up there, and then I would go out hunting. I'd leave you at Mom's.
Yeah, I remember you coming back from hunting, and having rabbit and stuff like that, and pheasant.
Yeah, I'd go out and hunt with Pete, I'd go out and get pheasant and rabbit, so on. And it was later, it was much later, it was around 1945 or somewhere along in there, that I started going hunting with Harry up at Bowling Green. Harry and Emmons and Hall and the chief of police at Goodyear, and there were about 7 or 8 that went up there together. Had 2 farms that were reserved,
I see.
For the first 2 days of hunting, I guess it was. And between the two, and the pheasants, you know.
You used to catch a lot of, I mean, kill a lot of birds and.
Oh yeah, the flock. When you would, the first day, when you'd go out through some of these fields, you know, you'd be a flock pheasants, right? So it was really, really good hunting down around Bowling Green. And that's where we would go. And so I went hunting, and then with him, and then also started fishing, and then going up to Canada. So we went up to Canada for 4 years with Judge Emmons and all. And
when you were around his family, when at this period of time, when you first met Mom and that sort of thing, one of the things I was asking about in a way was their lifestyle different from your lifestyle at home? I mean, was it a nice, I mean, were things nicer? Were you aware of them being better off than your family was? Or I'm just asking, I don't know.
It wasn't too good with them at that time.
Okay, this was a hard time for them, so they really didn't have that. They were struggling too.
Yeah, because his, his mother had the beauty parlor there in the house, and to make some money. And
how long did she do that? Do you know how long that she had the beauty parlor?
No, I don't. I don't know when she started.
When did she quit? I mean, after you met Mom, how long was she still in the business? For a couple of years, or?
Yeah, more than that, I think. Probably 5 years or something like that, probably.
So they were still struggling.
Yeah, they were still struggling. Because Harry was going to law school, and he was working at that time, working as a butcher for somebody else.
Yeah, right. I remember that we talked about that. He'd sold the business and that.
So.
How long after you met Mother did you ask her to marry you, or how did that go?
Probably a year and, I was going to say a year and a half, maybe not quite a year and a half after I met her.
Did you guys go steadily together after you met her? Did it kind of just develop, or?
Yeah, after I met her, yeah, it became steady because, you know, I was here when I was here weekends when I wouldn't go home. Why, okay, be down there, you know. And so that was the way it worked out. And so yeah, we went steadily.
So where did you ask her to marry you, actually?
Oh, I had her home somewhere. I don't remember where, but it was at the house. I asked her, and do you got her a ring.
Do you think she was ready? I mean, do you think she knew that was going to happen, and she was ready for that to happen?
Oh yeah. Yeah, she was ready.
And so she said yes easily.
Oh yeah. And I got her the ring, and she had it for, I don't know, a few months, maybe 3-4 months, I've forgotten. And I went down there one night, and she gave me the ring back. And I don't remember why it was, you know, why she said, but she gave me the ring back.
I see.
And I thought, well, you know, I was very disappointed.
Sure.
Okay, so... Well,
she was angry with you, or?
No, we weren't angry, but it was amicable, but... So I thought, well, okay, you know, so I didn't call her or anything, you know, and it was about 2 weeks, and I got a call from her, and she said, would you give me my ring?
You don't know what's behind all of that.
No, I don't remember what. I don't remember what it was. Why she said, but she told me afterwards. She said her mother said, "Well, you don't know when you're well off."
They liked you though. Nana and Harry liked you.
Yeah, they liked me. We got along well. You know, I would go down there and we'd play cards and so on, and sometimes all night.
So.